After a group of criminals kidnaps Abigail, the ballerina daughter of a powerful underworld figure, they retreat to an isolated mansion, unaware that they're locked inside with a little girl who isn't so nice and innocent as she seems. When the criminals start turning up dead, Joey and Frank must figure out what is going on. They discover that Abigail is a centuries-old vampire who is out for blood. It is discovered that the kidnappers were lured to the house because they all got on the wrong side of Abigail's crime boss father, Christophe Lazar, a feared underworld figure, and there was never any ransom money. Joey and Frank are the only ones left alive, and they retreat back to the manor library to take refuge in the house's protective rays of sunshine. But night is fast approaching as they figure out a plan to escape. A secret bookshelf doorway swings open, leading the duo to a control room, where Lambert has been monitoring them since the very start. Turns out, Abigail turned him into a vampire 2 years ago and forced him to lure her father's many enemies to their deaths on a regular basis. Despite gaining immortality and superhuman abilities, Lambert has had enough of doing what Abigail and her father want. He incapacitates Joey and presents Frank with an offer: become a vampire and help take control of Lazar's empire or die. Frank accepts the offer, but once he turns, he double-crosses Lambert and drives a stake through Lambert's heart, killing him. Abigail shows up soon after, saying their game of cat and mouse is over. She attacks Frank, who sinks his fangs into the girl's neck, but she isn't dead. Joey is now conscious and attempts to head back to the library, but finds herself unable to open the locked door. She leaves an emotional voicemail to her estranged son, Caleb, as he ponders her fate, while Frank catches up to her and vows to turn Joey into a vampire. He throws her around and impales her through the shoulder. Abigail returns, stating that the only way to truly kill a vampire is to completely drain them of blood. Frank overpowers her before turning his attention back to Joey. He bites her on the neck and places a stake into her hand, ordering her to finish off Abigail. Joey moves toward Abigail but then moves back and attacks Frank, who blocks her. Abigail joins forces with Joey, and they pin Frank down. They drive the stake through Frank's heart and he explodes, freeing Joey from the undead curse. A grateful Abigail allows Joey to leave, saying she hopes that she can reunite with Caleb. After centuries of neglect, Abigail states that all a parent really needs to do is show up for their kid. Before Joey can leave, Abigail's daddy, Lazar, arrives. Despite going by the name Lazar, he's apparently gone by many different names over the centuries, implying that he's actually Dracula. Lazar wants to kill Joey, but Abigail vouches for her and stands up to her absent father, stating, "She was here when you weren't." Lazar reluctantly allows Joey to leave, and she escapes the property. She gets into the van parked outside the house and drives off while enjoying a lollipop from her stash of candy.